It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll get a look here at Derrick Henry.
He should be a busy man out of the backfield. It's the Ravens and the Giants, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
First known as the Meadowlands, EA Sports welcomes you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The final 4 weeks of the NFL regular season is upon us. Welcome to the home stretch. Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson. Partner, it's week 15. It just feels like a horse race. We're at the top of the stretch. Now it's the sprint for home.
And up until this point, Mike, every team's goal is, can we be in the conversation for the playoffs in this final 4-week stretch? Where here we are. And if you've done that, well, man, there is nothing more exciting than playing NFL football at the end of the regular season when you're in playoff contention. But for those who aren't, this is where you have an opportunity as a player to extend your career, get invited back to training camp next season. A lot of teams' years are made at the end of the year, and a lot of individual players' careers are made down the stretch here in these final couple weeks.
Party now with the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time. They are led out by a man who's done this now for a long time. Their veteran quarterback.
He falls into a category, Mike, of the ultimate journeyman. And I just think it's a credit to him that he's been able to stick around this long in the NFL in a clear backup role. And it just speaks volumes to the presence that he has in the quarterback room. Now, he's not the guy you're going to give the keys to your franchise to and build your team around. But every time he is called into action, he seems to deliver. Now, that's the case here today, and if history tells us anything, he's going to rise to the occasion, and he's going to give his team a chance.
Here we go, set! Ready!
On the ground, here's Keaton Mitchell. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Here we go, here we go!
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
Here's 1st and 10.
Come on, come on! Hey.
In motion comes Andrews. Now, faking the give. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Go!
Back to throw. He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Henry. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Baltimore.
Over the last couple years, Mike, we've seen the trend in the NFL is that third down has really become a passing down, but not here. Not for this team. They keep the ball on the ground. They're able to pick up a big gain. Fresh set of downs.
And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
On the ready.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the option, they give it to Henry. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
Ready, quick. Ready.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Giants led out by their quarterback, Daniel Jones. Here he is. It's year 6 in the NFL. He was the 6th overall pick back in 2019 out of Duke. And Jones still at the helm for the Giants.
He's coming off one of those games, Mike, where he just wasn't good enough. I mean, he wasn't bad by any stretch of the imagination. He was good at times. He just wasn't good enough times. And I think when you're playing the quarterback position and all of the focus is on you, your play has such a direct correlation between wins and losses that when you don't play your best, the magnifying glass is on you. So he needs to bounce back this week. He needs to be more productive in the passing game, generate more big plays, and then eliminate the turnovers. He cannot continue to throw the ball to the other team. You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Throwing is Jones on 3rd down. Open man, that's Slayton. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, Giants. From the gun, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the 1st quarter. So just a lone field goal in the 1st quarter of play. It's the Ravens out front. More from MetLife Stadium after this. Second and 7.
Half 88, half 88, half 88. Up, go.
In motion, it's Robinson.
Up, go.
Working from the gun, it's Jones. That'll be caught by the running back, Singletary. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and sets up 3rd down.
Jim. Up, go. Up, go.
Shotgun now for Jones. Open man, right side. He's got it. A pickup of 12 yards. That's good for a Giants 1st down. A give to Singletary on the zone read. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Okay, here we go.
Again, it's Singletary. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? To throw, it's Jones. Now a screen set up for Tracy. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down? They'll go for it. It's Jones. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he will have a Giants first down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on fourth down.
That's another New York Giants.
On the ground, it's Singletary. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. They'll run once more with Singletary. And he will dive into the end zone. Devin Singletary. Touchdown, New York. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Justice Hill to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. Bateman is the motion man. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end, Mark Andrews, that time. And it'll be second down.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw. This one complete to Bateman. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Now, deep ball for Bateman. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down. They'll look to throw again. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. To the tight end, Likely. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Raven first down.
On the check. Come on, come on.
Off play action. He'll set. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Taken back to the other side of midfield.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He's going to try it here again.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Like living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
He's going to dial up another deep ball. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in the second quarter. So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's 1st and goal. This one caught at the 4. And he'll take it on in. Has Patrick Ricard. Touchdown, Ravens.
Now, remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Makes the score Ravens 10, Giants 7.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Giants offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. This drive kicks off with 1st and 10.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Back to throw is Jones. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. Not able to stay in. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be a loss of a couple of yards on that one. 3rd and 6.
Half 18.
Throwing now is Jones. He'll try to run for it. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Jones. He's got his man, Wan'Dale Robinson. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Jones now on 1st down. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Here we go, hey. Up we go.
Here's Jones to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice job with the protection up front. Just nobody could get open downfield, so it's a combination of your offensive weapons have to do a better job taking advantage of that time to work and separate. But also, how impressive is that by that defense to be able to cover for that amount of time?
Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Right away, they'll set up to throw. A deep shot for Aguilar. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. He's going to look downfield once again. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started up at Cleveland Brown Stadium in Cleveland. And it's the Chiefs who are out in front as they move towards halftime. Xavier Worthy, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. From there, we head down to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they trail in their ball game at halftime to the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. A couple of touchdown passes there for Joe Burrow. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Chris Olave, a touchdown reception. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Giants offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10.
Cadence, lock in the cadence. Lock in. Up, go.
In motion, it's Robinson. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of that, they get him down behind the line. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Jones operating out of the pistol. That is brought in. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Throwing on 1st down is Jones. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. On the give, it's Singletary. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big gain, and he picks up the 1st down.
Jones keeping this one. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
Here we go. Out we go.
Pistol give to Singletary. He'll manage only a couple. Roquan Smith there to bring him down. A tough spot here. 3rd and long.
Here we go. Clong.
From the gun, it's Jones. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. 2 yards from 6 points. It is 1st down and goal. They'll run here with Singletary. Powering forward. He's in. Devin Singletary. Touchdown, New York. That his 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
The Ravens offense ready for their first possession of this 2nd half. Trail by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. That's to the right side and incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Open man is Bateman. He's got him. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. And he's going to have the Ravens 1st down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on 4th down. Now, faking the give. A deep shot for Aguilar. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. He'll complete that to his fullback. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Offside, defense.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Get it.
They'll look to throw yet again. That's into the hands of the fullback. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. This one complete to Bateman. And the Ravens are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 3-yard line. Henry tries to pull his way in. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore. Extra point try now for Tucker. He's got it. And the Ravens move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This one fielded at the 15. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. On 1st down, Jones. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 2.
Okay, here we go.
Shotgun now for Jones. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Half 18, half 18.
Now a handoff to Singletary. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Jones. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
The defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And he's not going to get the 1st down. Met and brought down in the backfield on 3rd and short. They do not get it done. And a fair catch called for and taken. They're backed up to their own 7. The Ravens offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Still plenty to play for as the temperatures dip and we hit the final month, the money month of the season. Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion. I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. On the handoff, it's Henry. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
Hold it ready.
He'll go again here with Henry. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Now this time they'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. This crowd into it now as we get to third down.
Come on.
On the ground, here's Henry. And he'll keep the drive moving. He's got the first down up to the 45. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. And that'll be a pickup of 3. And quickly, the clock stops again. Defense taking the timeout. $1:54 to go. Going to go right back to Henry. And now we get a timeout by the defense. So the clock stops with 1:50 left in the game. Here comes 3rd and 6.
Let's go now.
They'll drop to throw. To the right side here. Pass is caught. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down. They'll run. It's Henry. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Now they'll set up to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback, working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
They'll try to run for it with Mitchell. He will have a Ravens first down. They're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Okay, ready?
They'll work straight ahead with Henry. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Set.
This is Henry. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. Their perfect season continues here into the month of December as they continue to be the #1 team in all of football. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.